Are you in your boxers again?
Me?
No. Yes, you.
I am. I was worried. Wasn't sure if you could see.
Oh gosh.
So did Rachel die?
No, she's
Rachel didn't.
She's
die.
on her way. She said she'll
Okay.
be in 2.
Okay.
Just to go ahead and start.
Okay.
I like that we got during that that we had 3 viewers. Now we're back down to 1.
Ain't that a blast?
But
So
that's
how are you
more than
boys?
we've had during that time. I'm all right.
Yeah.
Abe.
Oh, it's been an interesting week. Like, there's someone has been reciting our house, and I'm on midnights.
Mm-hmm.
And the other day, I'm pretty sure he set a speed record for how many fucking nails he could put in a single hour. And it's not. I'm not upset about it. It just made it
It's just
really,
the
really
principle of it.
tricky.
Yeah.
It made it really tricky to sleep. So, and then I got real stupid and decided, I'll go in for a couple hours Friday night too. Why not pick up some overtime? It's not like I've slept. It's not like I've slept all week,
Yeah.
But it'll help,
Okay.
But it's pretty much wrapped up now.
That's good.
So yeah.
How much longer do you think you'll be on midnights? Is this like a permanent fixture?
I don't know. I mean, I could go to days if I wanted to, but I don't like day shift. I'm an afternoons kind of guy, and I had to give up my afternoons.
Yeah.
So I think I'm going to stay on midnights for quite a while.
Okay.
He doesn't like being available for people in normal people time in normal life. He milks the fact that he's never around for shit because of his work. Oh, I can't do the thing because work, and that's like his life.
I used to
And
be a guy who was like that.
I did take midnight so I could watch the kid,
True.
So I'd still be available to watch the kid. If I took days, I wouldn't be available to watch her.
That's funny. I'm unemployed, so it doesn't matter.
Well, yeah, now, but at the time it didn't. It did matter. Jeez, thanks a lot, Dad.
Family's falling
I also
apart.
got the kid's mom taking her for like 2 hours during school days to teach her subjects now. So that's when I do things like nap and go to the store.
Yeah. This is a great episode so far.
So
Rachel's really the glue that makes everything work.
Pretty
not
much.
true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Like
eat
the only
lots.
person who's not the glue is me. And that's why I run all the the bullshit, so I have a reason to be on the show.
No, like without you, we'd probably just be like, oh, okay. So, and then we just talk shit about you the whole time. After a while, that gets repetitive, so it wouldn't be much of a show.
See? You talk shit about me.
Yeah, but there's only so many times you can say the same thing. Like, he's an asshole, isn't he? Yes, he is. Like, we can't make an hour and a half out of that.
I could.
Well, you could call me
True,
different
Abe
types of
could.
holes.
You don't know him like I do, though.
Fair.
Oh, so that's how he does it.
Oh. Da-da-da-da-da.
Oh, he just gweebed.
Who just gweebed?
What the hell's a gweeb?
You did. You don't want to know.
You're right, I don't.
Probably.
It's very nice of you to say I'm right about something.
Mm-hmm. Don't get used to it.
Yeah, because you're not. Yeah.
You had it, and you just let it drag.
Cause
Good job,
you're
Abe.
not.
Oh,
Yeah, well,
Abe,
you're
that was
you're a doo-doo fart.
You're a girl, Squizgar. Yeah. Otherwise, a wholly uneventful week, I would say.
Holy
just,
uneventful week, Batman.
Yeah, exactly, precisely. Indeed, quite.
At this point, that's preferred, so congratulations.
I know, and sometimes no news is just fantastic fucking news.
Very much so, yeah.
What else? I don't know. I found a random number generator, so now I can rotate what subjects you guys get during trivia. So now
Okay.
you're not locked into a single subject.
Okay. We'll see how that goes. Well, watch none of us win ever again.
Well, somebody's got to win.
What if we don't,
It's okay.
though?
Nobody winning. That's like life.
We have these
We all
really
kinda
strict
lose.
rules that we adhere to in every
Oh.
episode.
Oh, yes. Just incredibly
You break the
strict.
format, Abe. What are you talking about?
I was paranoid
It
earlier.
reminds me.
I was eating some Muddy Buddies,
That-
and I was so
Mm-hmm.
afraid he was going to try and click my camera up on the screen
Just,
to catch me eating them.
It's a fair thought.
Almost did.
And now you know he's
It
going to do it
reminds
next
me
time.
of. Oh, I'm gonna succeed next time. I failed this time.
Mhm.
But what we just said about life, it reminds me of the Family Guy episode where Cleveland's family's playing Black Life or something.
Oh, yeah. You don't win.
it's
You
like,
just
man,
do a little better every time.
you lose a little less every time, or something like that. Yeah.
Right
Bacon is the flesh.
Hi! I didn't even
That's
realize
what
you guys been going
name.
live for 20 minutes.
Yep.
Well, I did the thing where it just like we went live and played the theme song and had the logo up
Oh,
while everybody's getting ready, and then we would all come on.
Mhm.
But after 15 minutes, I was like, we could just go on. She'll be here eventually.
I got a little carried
So I
away.
didn't
So there's a show on Hulu called Pen 15. It's an amazing,
Yes.
hilarious show. And it's maybe a few years younger than me, like based on like a few years. I decided to wear something I would wear when I was in middle school. And so this is what I'm wearing. My Adidas track pants, fresh.
No, you gotta. But I thought all teenage girls like rolled the waist so it wouldn't fall down.
Some of them do. It depends on if they got Victoria's Secret leggings or not. But also, I like to imagine your middle school self having a cigarette.
Yeah, that was pretty accurate too.
There.
Unfortunately.
You look like the girl. You look like all the girls who got fingered by the boys who made fun of me in junior high.
I probably was that girl.
All right.
No,
Welcome to
because you were in
Buttz,
a different
everyone.
city.
Wow! Holy fuck! That is enlightening, Chubby.
That was me.
I'm,
I go around
I
the
would
stage.
See, now I would believe that you would be the one fingering all the boys'
I do.
buttholes who made fun of me.
That's
Like you
that's
make,
what I do
you making
now.
fun of my future friend. Yeah. Everybody hear that? If you make
sound
fun
a
of
little
me,
bit
she'll
more
finger
like
your
a
butthole
predatory
for
behavior.
free.
Jesus.
Well, fuck! I'm gonna make fun of you all the time then.
You want me to finger your
You
butthole?
better be.
Boy, howdy! I have never turned down a butthole fingering in my life.
Yeah, but it's Abe. It wouldn't be a finger. Like, how many fists would you need to get actually anything going on?
Oh, many is the poor victim who lost their wristwatch to me.
Popeye elbows.
You could ride a mule down the canyon of his butthole.
Just walk down there and use my prostate as a speed bag.
Yeah.
The poop
could
just
be an
kind of coats the
interesting sensation.
sides.
Yeah.
Oh, we got a good start.
Ah, that's off to a good start. Where we got right into the butt stuff.
Yeah, I mean, there's a reason we fucking call it that, everyone. And by everyone, I mean the no one who's watching.
Ah, they'll be along shortly. Yeah.
Um,
Yeah,
Hey guys,
What?
Hey,
this is
wow.
just
Hey, wait, like
I
where's
like
the
it
knuckle-
actually.
Yeah. Oh
Well, that
no,
was-
my camera. So my
I have
tripod
a
today
severe.
is not working. Go ahead.
Oh. I did well. It's not working because laid off because of the Rona, probably.
Well,
mean,
it's
that's-
it's not
that's
working
the-
because instead of the Cheez-It box that it was last time, or no, the time before that. Last time it was 2 different books of different sizes because I thought a game of Tetris would work. Now it's just 2 books by Philip K. Dick. So butt stuff
Nice.
is
Which one?
resting on Dick. Just compilations. Each of them is 5 novels worth. So.
Nice.
Oh, I love compilation dick videos.
Yeah.
I really,
For on Pornhub.
my favorite is Valis.
I like Martian Time Jump a little bit more than that, but yeah, I love Dick.
Yeah. Me too. I like Dick.
It's so
Oh.
thoroughly satisfying.
Have you ever saw that documentary about him?
Mm-mm.
I can't think what it's called. It's probably been like 15 years since I watched it. It's an older documentary and it has him in it. And it was kind of funny. Somebody asked him, some woman asked him, why is there a lot of sex in your books? He's like, there's a lot of smoking too, and I don't smoke. And I thought that was funny.
I love that answer. Also, I love that we thoroughly derailed Chubby's little statement.
Sorry.
Go ahead, Chubbs. Sorry.
Oh, no, that's just what happens on this show. I could aggressively be like, whoa, 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 I got shit to say, and I do. I don't know if I want people to know.
Oh, but we want to
really
know.
Listen, so.
We want to know, Chubby.
Okay, so I can't remember what her name is.
That's a good start.
Let
Mhm.
me- Yeah,
Probably the
right?
story to most of his
It's
love life.
Ashniko?
Gesundheit.
Is her name Ashniko? Gesundheit.
Somebody
indeed.
call her.
But
Figure it out.
I saw that on Facebook, and it was just the chorus. Yeah, I'm crazy, but you like it. And when I first clicked it, I noticed the imagery, and I heard the way she was singing, and the first thing I thought was, oh, fucking Bjork shit, awesome. You know, like,
Yeah.
it's all foreign and fancy and artsy and shit. But then when I click the full song, and it's all, fuck a princess on my cake, take a kiss on my ring. I'm like, oh, it's just total crap. But I was still curious about it because of the way she sang the chorus. It made me go like, well, what else does she do? And the way she dresses. So I actually watched like 5 or 6 of her videos. And it turns out she's a lot like, what's his name? Oliver Tree. She reminds me a lot of Oliver Tree.
Blank stare.
Nothing?
Yeah.
Nope.
I don't know who that is.
Oliver Tree?
Mm-mm.
All of your base?
All over your face.
This is Oliver Tree.
Oh,
The dog ends up being fine. The dog's fine. But
good.
she's a little more hip hop, but than Oliver Tree, and I'm using the term hip hop very, very, very loosely when I say that. But it's just the melodies that they both use and the way they sing remind me of each other. And I thought it was an interesting contrast because she's singing like about like how should I say this? Vulgar expressions of strong femininity.
Okay.
But I mean, I'm all about that shit. That's awesome. Whereas he's singing, well, that specific song I just played was actually written about when he almost died in a professional. What are those fucking things called? You know, where you're like a scooter. A scooter.
Like,
Vespa?
Yeah. What?
I think so, but it's not motorized. Or no, it is motorized.
Okay.
Little
So he almost
motorized
died in
scooter
a scooter
things.
crash.
Razor?
Yeah, like a razor, but he does those professionally. Like he hits jumps and does
Yeah,
360s and stuff like that. And he actually almost died because when he landed a trick, he hit a pebble, a teeny tiny pebble that just.
Yeah, physics will fuck you.
And then he started writing music, and a lot of it is about just how poorly he sees himself, and for a lot of reasons like that. And I just thought it was funny, the contrast between these two very similar artists writing very similar music about two absolute complete opposites. One is all like, I'm fucking awesome, and the other one's like, I'm not awesome.
Although, also add in the fact that subtracting actually paying attention to the lyrics, both of them sound like anything you could sample off of YouTube, TikTok, the radio, if the radio exists anymore. They, on just appearances alone, look like complete generic 2020 ostentatiousness is what sells the record, not the lyrics. So, like, and neither sounded, the little bit that you played, sounded like anything that was going to stick with you initially. Like, you'd have to listen to it to pay attention a little bit more. So, yeah.
That's a very deep assessment to make over the very little that you've heard. I would say that is exactly what Ashniko is, because she's made it popular because of TikTok, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
But what's his face, Oliver Tree, is oh, okay, check this out. He's absolutely not that. A lot, not that. Because he
but at the same time, he is, because when I see this, y'all know that one, I don't remember the fucking guy's name. He was a YouTuber for a while, but he dresses in a full body like pink lycra suit with a hood and just does wacky shit. I don't even fucking remember.
This is probably him.
Crap. It might be, for all I know. But like,
I think it is, because he got his career as doing YouTube videos and stuff like that. Like, he had a YouTube channel and stuff. Like, music is just something he started to do once he became popular, and he based it all on this persona of just him being the dorkiest 90s kid ever. You know what I mean? Like,
then I don't think it's him. I think
like
it's
that.
different. But at the same time, I guess more my statement is not so much detrimental to him or his work.
I've seen that picture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But more just like, this entire screen just reeks of sampler modern entertainment. And I'm not saying that as a complaint, but just
I get what you're saying.
It now. Yeah.
And it's so kind of an aesthetic. It's a new aesthetic. So. Yeah.
Yeah. Anything to be obnoxious is automatically just kind of a default right now. And some people use it very artistically. Some people don't. And both fields will, have their successes and failures. But yeah, it's just interesting to tie into the fact that he's making really deep, self-depreciating lyrics, but they're to a track that would not automatically like trigger oh wow, this is sad. It sounds just like the Bumblebee lady singing about whatever the fuck she's singing about.
I try to use I try using being obnoxious just in as a complete substitute for any kind of personality. I just try to be obnoxious.
Just keeps you skating.
Well, I'm sitting right here.
She can hear you, Abe.
God.
Rude.
I would only ever denigrate myself with something like that. I would never denigrate anyone else because I don't have a fucking leg to stand on in that regard.
You're not obnoxious.
Yeah.
Are
like,
you
out
sure?
of the three of us, I don't know that any of us are... What the fuck are we watching? Oh, boy.
What? Wait. I don't understand.
It doesn't matter. Nothing matters.
What in the?
Next.
Mhm.
I never actually saw that before, but I enjoyed that.
Well, that's good.
Not, yeah, hit or miss. For example, I knew I was gonna hate this song the fucking moment I started it. I got
Now he's gonna give us the chance to hate it as well. Appreciate
Yeah.
that, bud.
Because Chubbs is all about sharing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh.
I can't hear it.
Yeah, no audio.
God damn it! I keep forgetting to click the thingy.
Yeah.
Click the thingy. Chubby's over there
But
clicking
no,
his
that
mouse.
would have
Yeah.
been so hilarious.
Title of his
Oh,
sex
clicking-
tape.
Pocket.
Clicking my mouse.
Thank you.
Rachel, watch out! There's somebody behind you. Yeah, that's not just.
Oh my god. Stupid boy think that I need him.
Oh.
Change the seasons. I go red hot like a demon. I go ghost for no damn reason. Stupid boy think that I need him. Stupid boy think that I need
What
him.
in the fuck?
Alright. Another sampler piece in what is modern entertainment.
Okay. It's not really that. It's not fair because I haven't actually showed you any of the stuff I like by her. I showed you two songs that I do not like.
I don't know that it matters, I guess is my point. Like, I'm not really even judging her musical quality. It's just oh, okay. Like, there's nothing about it to make me want to listen to it, but there's also nothing about it for me to just go, oh, well, she can go die in a fire. It's just sort of yep, I'm pretty sure I could find 50 different artists who look and sound exactly like you. Meh. They are probably good. You are probably
I have
good,
to hand
but-
it to her, but taking up the whole screen and yelling "what" as the very first shot in a video, and it just stays there until she's done, and then she laughs like a fucking moron. I've never
Didn't-
seen that done before. Is all I'm
Didn't
saying.
Lil Wayne make his whole fucking career off of that, though?
No,
screaming
not
what
that
it
exact
is.
shot. Not
Not
right
the
off the
exact
bat.
shot, no, but
Did you guys ever figure out that song I was singing to you guys? The last one? I think it's Usher, but I can't remember.
I don't know. I didn't do any homework.
Usher, I just
was
met
this
her.
on the was this on the show or was this in the group chat?
In the group chat. The
You
last
sang
one I
it
sung. I was testing out my voice.
I mean, it was all magical. I didn't realize we had to pay attention to what we had to
The last one
figure out what it was.
is something that gets stuck in my head, and I do it to my kid, but I don't remember the song,
Okay.
and I'm not 100% sure who sings it for some reason. Like, my brain just turns off, and it's like a voice I could... Maybe it's Usher, I don't know. But where they go, yeah, yeah,
Oh.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Oh, that
yeah,
is-
yeah,
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 yes.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Uh,
That is Usher. The
Yeah.
song is called "Yeah."
Okay.
yeah, you play.
Not
a
as fun
mystery
as Soulja
song.
Boy.
Yeah, right. We
You.
can all sleep tonight now. It's good.
Oh, fucking A.
You.
You heard of the stinky leg?
What?
The stinky leg?
You.
Yes,
I
I've
don't know
heard of
that I know
that.
anything about it.
My brother used to, and my dad would do the dance. It was weird to me. They liked that song, and they would like do the stinky leg.
All right.
It was funny and kind of concerning.
Only kind of concerning though. It was
Like,
mostly
you guys
funny.
running a temperature? Are you okay?
How comfortable they were about a song about pooping your pants.
Did they
Yeah,
know
come.
that was what it was about?
Yeah,
Okay. Well,
I think that's why my dad liked it.
yeah.
Shit.
Shit. It's funnier when Abe says it. And then he takes a drink of water while he's laughing, so he has something to choke on. Like he's like, oh, I made myself laugh. That literally just happened.
No, it didn't. I didn't choke on my drink. Fuck you. So,
You challenged yourself.
Muggle Fart, how is the revolution going?
That was
It's kinda,
promising.
I think a lot of the there's still activists out. It's not as active right now,
Yeah.
and I think it has a lot to do with COVID, and also it's colder, but there is still action out there. Louisville right now, or Louisville, however you want to say it.
Louisville.
Louisville.
They had recently an activist got killed. Not sure. It was like a bad carjacking, and he was a big Travis. I'm going to say his last name wrong, and I don't want to dishonor him. But he was a really cool cat, really good activist, and so they had like a funeral last week, and then this week I saw a bunch of streams for a minute earlier that was going on, and there's some people from Grand Rapids who are down there too. So, and also Grand Rapids finally named the Monroe Center Road 3-way for Breonna Taylor.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
That's good.
and a bunch of old people are mad about it on M Live.
Of course.
Boo hoo. Fucking snowflakes.
Oh, don't read the comments. They're so bad.
Jesus Christ.
That's pretty much the best advice to give anyone, like any time traveler who just shows up right now.
Don't
No
read
matter what it is, don't read the comments. Just don't.
Um,
You will not be happy.
I know.
Usually the loudest are the craziest.
Mm.
Or not crazy, but the dumbest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's the thing is so back at the beginning of the 2016 presidential race, when everybody was campaigning, there was a lot of talk on one side about a silent majority. And I have yet to figure out where the fuck, or if they even know what silent means. Because they have been far from silent, and they have never been silent, and they're not a fucking majority. You know?
Yeah.
Or if they are, they simply cannot be counted because they're so fucking dumb they don't know where their own feet are. You know? It's basically what I took from a lot of what's happened over the last, say, like 6 years. It's just silent majority, my ass. You know. So it's really interesting. But like I know on Reddit, I try and keep a fair perspective, but I don't dare go to subreddits like Conservative or The Donald, because you know I end up seeing little snippets from those subreddits, and they're in another fucking reality altogether. Like,
It's scary, kind of.
scary and sad. I mean, it's just the delusion there.
Anytime I get stuck in a situation where, usually if I'm following Rachel's footprint on Facebook, there's always those like screaming ape people, and when you start to see enough of them, all that plays in my head is the beginning of 2001: A Space Odyssey, when they start like just freaking out and shrieking, and murder is suddenly a thing, and that's just it. It's just screaming apes.
Yep.
And they're just screaming at their computer screen, and it's like, what
The
are you
monolith.
doing? Yeah, it's just I don't understand, and I'm an angry person, so like I don't understand where this rage comes from. How you can't channel it into like giving a single fuck about anybody else but yourself.
Yeah. One thing I've noticed, because I've done a lot of research, especially like with the alt-right and this whole election and crap or the last election is because of social media. It's such a different type of how do I put this nicely? So the average person, let's say like a 50-year-old man that's worked all his life, lives in the suburbs, has no idea it's like in his own world, has no idea, and thinks everybody lives in the same type of world in his head.
Yeah.
You get on the internet, and there was a lot of bots that would put these fear-mongering articles out, fake articles constantly. All those fake articles that you see that your crazy uncle that you don't like to talk to shares that are absurd. Mm-hmm. These are
bye, Chubbs.
Okay.
He's gonna go write an angry article.
Yeah.
And you combine it with not just that, where it's like, okay, this is their world, and then you've got all of these influences that are purely designed to agitate them further, and that's all they see, and so they have no concept of reality. Then you couple that with the illusion of self-importance and anonymity that social media has granted us all, where just because you can publish anything for the world to see doesn't necessarily mean the world needs to see it or hear it, but here we are. And it's such a toxic fucking splooge of just nightmare fuel. And absolutely. It's a totally different playing field than it might have been. Thanks, Zuckerberg.
And the crazy thing too about, with the internet is these people from isolated situations are finding people that are as big of assholes as they are.
They can
and so they finally get this sense of community, and they finally get this sense of a friendship. Like if a lot of these people are loners, they're very isolated. These like super crazy old men in the articles, they don't. And these alt-right groups and crazy neo-nationalist people write these fake articles, and they're like, hey, we're patriots. Like everything that they're saying and doing. I watched Trump today, like at his rally in Georgia, and I'm hearing the same shit everybody else is hearing, and it's pure nationalism, which is nationalism and fascism are like right by each other. When you get that crazy us versus your own people, which is even more fucked up. It's
really interesting with it's always been a thing. It's not that it's new, it's just much more accessible now, but these populists that come out and it's really weird how it's a circle jerk. They just pat each other on the back. But another thing I've also noticed is that a lot of and it's not a general rule or anything, but a lot of the people that I see that are regurgitating these talking points, and if you notice, a lot of them are really great sound bites. Not to say they're positive or negative, but they're great. They're very, very accessible, very digestible among, as long as you
charismatic.
As long as you don't read too much into it. But a lot of these people who are regurgitating this, in my dealings with, and I'm going to go ahead and keep score. It's the first time I'm going to say the American Legion. But at the Post, a lot of these guys that have no problem regurgitating this shit, a lot of them aren't joiners in real life.
No.
These are the guys who know that, we used to have meetings on there was a meeting on the first Thursday, the second Thursday, and a lot of these guys are the ones who would sit in the bar and not, all they had to do was go into the next room or go into the back hall.
Just show up.
Just
Don't
show
even have
up
to
to a
contribute.
meeting, and
Yeah.
they couldn't be bothered to get off their bar stool. And I remember one guy who, you know, he wouldn't participate in the post. He wouldn't become an officer or anything like that. But he would drop a hard R talking about Obama all night.
Mm.
But the issue I have with that, it's sort of like this double-edged sword, is that, you know, on the one hand, I'd like them to join. I mean, I like that. The one thing I won't fault. Yeah, okay, we could fault them all day for who they vote for, but at the same
She
time,
was drinking. I was trying to get her. Sorry.
She was drinking. Okay.
She was drinking. I was trying to get her.
it's
Yeah.
it's really hard, and I don't honestly feel any empathy towards them anymore. But they're not joiners, and then when they do join, it's so completely misguided, and it's almost, and they vote on top of it, and that's good that they vote, but they vote in this echo. They're only voting because of this echo chamber, and now they're talking about not voting in Georgia, and I have really mixed. Well, yeah, I have mixed, but I have completely mixed feelings about that, because it's like, we're not asking them to give up their political whatever it is, political destiny.
She's
We're
not
gonna-
a 3-year-old. You gotta
No,
work a little harder.
no, that was a brain fart.
It's worked before. It's worked
Yeah.
before. Just because it comes out the butt doesn't make it any funnier than when it
You
comes out
did
the
the
mouth.
exact same goddamn thing 2 times in a row.
No,
Yeah, well, I thought of it first.
yeah.
Oh,
No, but it's like now they're so caught up in this altered reality they live in that they're talking about literally not doing the one responsibility you have as a citizen of this country, and that's voting.
That's okay.
And
I'm good with that.
yeah, but
I think it feeds to their personalities, though, because they're not the joiners. They're the ones who can't be bothered to lift even the smallest bit of the weight. Like, this is part of what feeds to these particular individuals. Like, they're the ones who are loners because they have genuinely been excluded from everything. They just never found anyone they fit in with. We can all relate to that at some point in our lives.
Mm-hmm.
But the majority of them are the people who are loners because, well, what do you mean I have to do any of the work and adapt at all?
Yes.
So it just feeds into their already like predisposed behavioral pattern of, I expect to receive all of the benefits, but how dare you expect me to do anything to obtain them? That's ridiculous. So when you've got somebody who just spits nonsense and shit out their mouth that sounds like all of these empty promises of, don't worry, you don't have to do a goddamn thing except give me a lot of money, and we're going to fix everything that you hate, don't worry. That's all they need. And I think that's why it's so easy to rally behind. And then when you combine the charismatic flackies who do the foot soldier work to kind of push them along, and the bots and stuff, you've got a lazy asshole's paradise. And what we're living in is the repercussion thereof.
I do like what?
Amen.
I do like what there was. Obama offered some sort of words of advice, and he said, and while I understand why they use slogans like this, but I feel like, and this, I think this is a great cautionary for either side of the aisle, is that simple statements like defund the police are great and all,
Mm-hmm.
but when you keep it too simple, it becomes dangerous. Because
Very
now
much
people have whatever, like lock her up.
Mm-hmm.
You know, was another great example. It was like it was just lock her up. Okay, for what? You know, why? How? But there was, and if you look at that campaign and that he was running on lock her up was one of the things, but he never gave a reason. He never gave any of the information surrounding it. He just said, I'm going to lock her up. I'm going to lock her up. I'm going to lock her up.
But he also
How?
didn't have to, because
Yes,
these
but
people don't need that information. They just need the talking point. That's it. Give me a reason to be mad.
They're
Give me a
headline
reason to be
readers.
afraid. Yeah,
right,
exactly.
they're not reading the meat of the article, and that's and that no matter who does it, that's a very, very dangerous thing.
Yes.
It's like anytime there's a NASA, they found that asteroid that kind of defies logic, you know, and some scientist somewhere said maybe this is some sort of extraterrestrial craft or creation, and the press ran with that's all they ran with. They didn't talk about the fact that most scientists are going, it could be, but odds are there's no fucking way. You know, we
can't completely exclude it, but
yeah.
What does Alan think of this? Alan, weigh in on this subject.
Oh, Alan?
Yeah.
Is there another Alan with you?
I have 2 Allens with me.
Wow.
Alan!
That's
Alan!
pretty deep.
Alan!
Man.
Great.
Alan!
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's quite a mouthful.
Mm-hmm.
What would we do without you, Alan? You know?
Yeah, thanks, Alan.
You okay over
Be
there,
alone in the universe.
Just I.
Just sitting there with a cigarette hanging out.
So,
Jesus.
Did
I think
you hear what I
think-
said? I responded to the.
What?
You said, "What would we do? You know, what would we do without you, Alan?" And I said, "Be alone in the universe."
Yeah, we heard it.
Oh.
Okay.
Right?
Oh, but Alan liked it. It's good.
Oh, shucks.
He laughed.
That's what it sounds.
did.
That's what it sounds like when I come.
You know, I don't have enough nightmares. You got to do that. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Thanks.
At least I don't go. Yeah.
Yeah.
There is this
Peter
horror
North
movie
does.
It's a horror movie. Good job, Rachel.
that was like these clowns were fucking, and they were making noises like that. It was kind of funny.
You know, I kind of want to see that.
I kind of
not
want
sure.
to.
I think the
feel
rest
like
of it
that.
was terrible.
I kind of want to kill it with fire now. Yeah. So who wants to do some trivia and get that mess over with?
Sure.
Okay.
Not everybody at once. Jesus.
It took you a while that time.
I'm over it.
Yeah. Cry, fatty.
So what have you guys been up to?
Trying
You ever
not
see
to.
Monster Squad?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's such a great movie. I mean, it's not, but it's such a great movie.
I like when the logo goes the brush.
What? Oh, no, Steam, go away. What the fuck are you doing? Where's... Oh, no. Oh, no.
Oh no! Did we lose the trivia?
No, we're
Shucks.
good. We're good.
Oh.
Okay. This time I'm going to randomize everything, so you guys are toast. But it looks like Asshole
To
won
be
last
fair,
time.
you're not randomizing them. You found something to help you randomize it. Give credit where credit is due.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
But that's like telling him that he doesn't work, the machine does. And that's just going to anger him.
No, it's not. I mean, it's true. I would want to try and, like, I don't know, whatever.
Yep.
Whatever.
Whatever, man.
Oh, yeah, sure, Pepsi, whatever. Okay, so, I guess Asshole gets to go first since he won last time. Much as I hate him.
I'm not asshole. You're a wizard, Ari.
Yeah, okay.
For every wizard.
So we're gonna roll the die, and it looks like you get science. Okay.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Like I haven't had enough of that.
Who
Well, you can
invented?
feel it, though.
Yeah. Who invented the vacuum flask?
I don't know, but he sucks.
James Dewar.
Oh yeah, of course. Dewar.
Yeah.
He was
All
that-
right.
He also was in that movie.
What
Which-
movie?
You know that one?
With the thing that happened?
Yeah, it had that conflict.
Oh, okay. And then a resolution?
Oh,
Yeah.
Dirty Dancing.
Yes.
All right.
I hope y'all don't mind the dulcet tones of my dog deciding to eat now. She's had all day.
I honestly couldn't
How
hear.
dare you?
Yeah,
Okay.
you can starve, little girl. Okay, this is me time.
Okay.
I have to tell Fernando that.
If I had $1 for every time a woman told me that.
Which university did Lady
Women are calling you
Gaga...
little girl.
God damn it, Patty!
Fight me, Abe.
Which university did Lady Gaga attend before dropping out to pursue her music career?
This is science?
UCLA.
New York.
New York
Berkeley.
University.
Same thing. He's rolling the dice for different subjects.
Yes, I am. All right. What opera... Whoops. Damn it. What opera composed by John Adams was inspired by Richard Nixon?
By John Adams?
Yeah.
Oh, Dick?
No.
know.
Nixon in China.
There's
There's a movie,
called
Dick. Yeah, but it's not an opera.
Yeah.
An opera.
I figured the movie was a very loose adaptation of the opera.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. Especially without any music.
Yeah. In which war was the Battle of Naseby? Naseby? Battle of Naseby.
Spell it.
Could you use Nasby in a sentence?
Man, something spells Nasby in here.
Okay. Hey, what did I tell you about asking questions with words you don't know how to say? I guarantee you the place is not called Nasby.
Fine.
It's... We're going out to Nasby. Come on.
Isn't that in the Middle East?
No. It's the First English Civil War.
Oh.
Okay.
There's nowhere called Nasby in England.
Okay, in the novel series, a series of unfortunate
Novel.
events. Who was the Baudelaire's sixth guardian?
Sixth Guardian?
Yeah.
I can't say that was in the movie, so I don't know.
Shit.
Nor it might have been in the series, but I wasn't counting.
Okay. It's Jerome and Esme Squalor. Yeah, you knew that. You knew that all along.
Oh.
Jim Carrey.
Yeah, Jim. The Big Dipper is part of what constellation?
Ursa Major.
Correct. You're on the board.
Yay.
Hey!
Hey. Celebrate.
Shit. Wait, what am I doing? Oh, well. Anyways. Who created Popeye? Whoops.
Oh, shit.
Oops.
I don't know who created Popeye.
Elsie Seagar.
How many oopses have you had after the
There's
question?
gonna be a lot of them. I'm sorry.
Boy.
We're all gonna die.
Yay. Oh, look, Gizmo wants to play.
Which Gizmo?
Baby.
Hi, Gizmo.
Oh,
Clarence
Gizmo.
Carter. Shit, Clarence Carter.
Which old silver coin was worth 4 pence in medieval England?
Oh, that would be a Doogleberry.
I'm just kidding. I'm not going to ask you that question. Okay. Ooh. Well, no, you can figure.
Beth. Yeah. She burped before she started kissing me. That's my girl.
Can I grab Fernando?
What?
Yeah. Always
I'm gonna
grab
grab
her.
Fernando. I want to hug my kitty.
All right. God damn it,
Yeah,
Chubby.
You You traumatized her so much, she needs to go hug her cat.
What is the practical purpose of the pharaohs of Alexandria?
Stop with the
They were tombs?
Incorrect.
Royalty tombs?
They were a lighthouse.
Oh, a lighthouse.
Yeah.
Of course.
You don't care. What process includes the following phases? Prophase, metaphase, anaphase, and telophase.
The Vango bus is coming, and everybody's coming, and everybody's coming, and everybody's coming.
Oh, Fernando, you poor thing. I'm so mad.
Oh, this one's pissing me off because I know it, but I can't put my fingers on it right now.
Sorry, baby.
It's cell mitosis.
Yeah,
Little baby.
yeah. See, I studied that like weeks ago, but I forgot what it was.
Okay. With which singer did Westlife record a version of Against All Odds in 2000? You don't know the answer to this one.
I don't. Good job.
Mariah Carey.
This is like the third
Oh,
Mariah Carey-centered question that has shown up in your trivia, Abe.
Has
Should we
it?
be worried? Yeah.
Probably.
It's always Mariah Carey.
Fucking
All
Mariah
right.
Carey, man.
I forget who was. Oh, never mind. I know who Leroy is now. Okay. So that's Harmony.
All right.
I got the scorecards from the last few shows, and
Stop.
you're still on here as Leroy.
Yay. Go lay down.
So, wow, this is a dumb one. In its native habitat, how high can a poinsettia grow as a flowering shrub? Yeah, that look says everything.
In its natural setting?
Yeah.
I don't know. 15 feet.
Honestly, you're closer than you think. Or 10 feet.
Why
Really?
am I like this with numbers? I guess, but I'm never quite right. I'm just in a
Close.
ballpark.
I knew the answer to this one already. What rank is the U.S. Navy equivalent of the Army's 5-star general?
Admiral?
I'll give you half a point. That's it's Fleet Admiral.
Okay.
Yeah.
No.
Don't judge. Don't judge.
Please go lay down.
What an episode of what sitcom spawned the phrase "jumped the shark"?
Could you repeat that?
Oh, that's easy.
An episode of what sitcom spawned the phrase "jumped the shark"?
Happy Days.
Correct. Nice.
The entertainment ones we get.
Yeah.
I said it.
Yeah.
Fine. Do we just want to work off entertainment for the rest of the show?
I mean, we could,
wanna
but it's
start
almost
over, then
more
yeah.
fun to watch us struggle. So,
I like watching you guys squirm. I
Ask
will
the
admit that.
viewers. How many viewers do we have? 0. Great.
all right. If
They
we
must
could
love
stop
watching
in
us
and
struggle.
I'm fine with. I don't have shit to do tonight. I could start over.
I would rather just do entertainment and nothing but because, you know, when I'm not doing this, I'm reading science textbooks and I like to let loose
Yeah.
and have fun on the show, not
Okay.
Loose.
scholastic things.
Let loose.
I got
Let
let
I'm
loose
not reading.
like Abe's asshole.
I'm not reading science textbooks. I'm homeschooling my daughter, so it's
Lay
like
down.
All right, so everybody.
academic-related things are just not my interest.
All right, so if
Let's
you just
get tits out.
yeah. All right, so if you're just tuning in, nothing actually happened before this except for Rachel talking about the revolution. So
Oh, no one's just tuned in, so don't worry about it.
yeah. Okay, fine. So we're gonna go back and we're gonna redo Chubbs' bullshit.
Hell yeah, I get to go twice.
Who played the role of Norman Bates in the 1998 remake of Psycho?
1998 remake of Psycho.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Vince Vaughn.
Yes.
Mhm.
The only good role he's ever done. No, I'm just kidding. He's great and stuff.
What year was Robert Downey Jr.'s first movie Pound released in?
1984.
1970.
Yeah, I was just
You sure were.
Guessing.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
What was John Woo's God of Guns film renamed for U.S. release?
Gods of Guns?
Yeah.
John Woo?
Yeah.
Mission Impossible 2.
Hard Boiled.
That's the only movie I know he did.
How old was Kevin in the 1990 film Home Alone?
8.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. I'm really impressed.
I don't know why you know that. That's a weird thing to know.
Oh, this
Because
one's
I
up
was
there.
8 when I saw it.
What
Oh,
TV
okay.
show did Frasier spin off from?
I know this one.
Cheers.
I would hope all of us do.
All of us know that.
Yeah.
Kathy
You're not
Bates.
special, Rachel.
Yeah. Kathy Bates won the Best Actress Oscar in 1990 for what movie?
Okay.
I know this one.
I really want to say Waterboy just to be funny, but I want to say Misery.
Correct.
Mhm.
Which character did Eddie Murphy play in the 1982 film 48 Hours?
The black
The black one.
I don't know. I never saw that movie.
I knew it was coming. I knew it was somebody was going to say it, but two of you said it.
Which, to be fair, if Nick Nolte's character weren't so fucking racist as all holy hell in those movies, it would be different.
Yeah.
His name is Reggie
No,
Hammond.
Yeah, I've never. I think I might have seen those movies a long time ago, but definitely not recently.
Now, whenever I think of Nick Nolte, all I hear is "I have spoken."
I do remember in another 48 Hours. I think it was another 48 Hours when he's in the cell and he's got the headphones on and he's going, "Roxanne, you don't have to put out a red light, Roxanne." Just in the jail. Yeah,
See,
that's
you
all I
did this,
remember about those
Dave.
movies.
I sing that song out like that at work just to be an asshole. I do it all the time.
You believe it.
In The Simpsons, what was Martin's soapbox racer named?
Don't know.
The Honor Roller.
Ah.
Which more successful... Which more successful group did Mick Abrahams leave in 1969 to form Blodwyn Pig?
I don't know, but
Wow.
I'm really glad to find out that there's another band with the name Pig in it like that.
The band he left was Jethro Tull.
Oh, okay.
Oh, goddamn. I love that band.
Of what
Godwin Pig.
Of what famous family are Pongo and Perdita the parents of?
Pongo and Perdita?
Yeah.
Oh, is this like a little kids thing, isn't it? I don't know.
Says the guy who knew Kevin McAllister was 8 years old. Okay.
101 Dalmatians. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Back to you, Leroy.
Yay.
What popular designer was responsible for the wardrobe of Kika and the Cook?
I don't know any of what you just said, so I'm going to say Bob Fosse because I don't fucking know.
Jean-Paul Gaultier.
Oh, sure.
Duh.
Who wrote and directed the 1973 film Westworld that was used as the basis for the 2016 HBO TV series by the same name?
That sucks. The only thing I know about Westworld, other than I like it, is Yul Brenner. I don't know of any of the behind-the-scenes stuff. So I'm going to say Yul Brenner.
Michael Crichton.
Oh,
Michael
okay.
Crichton. I
Yeah.
knew that shit, and I've never even seen that movie.
What late actor played the monster in the 1974 movie Young Frankenstein?
Peter Boyle.
Oh.
Correct.
Isn't that sad?
I
Like
didn't
almost
know
the
he
entire
died.
cast is gone. All we
Yeah.
have is Cloris
Yeah.
Leachman's still with us, and what's her nuts? Rolling into hay lady. I forgot
Oh.
what's her fucking name.
I don't know.
Who cares? Anyway,
Which
If you can
very-
remember it though, it will give you a bonus point.
Yeah.
give me an hour. I'll think of it. Terry something. It's Terry something.
Yeah.
I get a half a point.
Which very successful pop duo consists of Roland Orzabal and Kurt Smith?
A pop duo.
Yep.
No idea.
Tears for Fears.
They're pop? Really?
I would say so.
Okay.
What else would you call them?
I don't know. They're just dated music at this point.
I guess like new wave, maybe. I
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah.
Like new wave light.
Synth pop.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
call 'em
actually.
synth pop. Synth pop. Yeah.
I like synth.
What movie features the following line? This war talk's spoiling all the fun at every party this spring.
I'm gonna be real mad at myself for not knowing this, but it's familiar, but not familiar enough. Don't know.
Gone with the Wind.
Yeah, I'm mad at myself.
No, disqualify that one. That movie deserves to be canceled severely. Give her another question.
Why do you hate Gone with the Wind?
Because it's racist and long and boring and has an intermission. What the fuck is that about?
So does My Fair Lady. Calm down,
Uh,
Mister.
Huh?
I love musicals.
how many people?
Not that one.
How many people help? God damn it! How many people help?
How many?
Bro.
Ah!
My dad drives truck.
Yeah. Oh fuck! How many people helped direct the 2019 season of The Mandalorian?
Oh fuck! I don't know. I want to say at least 6. I gave an
5.
answer.
Is the number 6?
It's 5.
Well,
Why?
I-
Like this? I've not even seen a fucking episode. The only reason I know about it, other than the entire internet fucking splooging about it every goddamn day, is because I follow Taika and I like Jon Favreau. That's it.
I watched a
John Favreau's
documentary,
good.
or not a documentary, but they have like special behind the scene, like talking about it, and it's actually pretty interesting. Like, yeah, and it's pretty good actually. I don't want to say it, but I like it.
I'm just really happy that I don't know. It's just so much better than the last 6 movies. That
Well, yeah, and from what I understand, because again, I haven't watched it, but it's like a really
Baby
good
Yoda.
space western.
Yeah.
Is how somebody described it to me, and I was like, see that? I'm all for, except I just don't give a fuck about Star Wars anymore, so it's kind of hard for me to just dip into it. I will eventually, but because the internet blows everything, it's like, all right, I'm a little less enthusiastic about getting into it because I know everything already.
So, Star Wars has a special place in my heart, of course.
Mm-hmm.
But even if they suck, I get really excited because it's been kind of a tradition when Star Wars,
When Star Wars.
when Star Wars, when they start having more movies, the trilogies and so on, that they always release on Christmas. Which on my birthday, 3 days later, I go and watch a Star Wars.
Get to go and watch it.
bro, it's the war. It's the
You're not
wars,
supposed to be
bro.
happy about that.
Okay, you're not gonna like me for this one, probably. Which character did David Jason play in the TV series Porridge?
Porridge is a British show, isn't it?
Probably.
It is. My ex made me watch it, and I hated it. I have no idea.
Blanco.
Sure.
What year
Blanco
did
Nino.
what
It's the
year
Blanco.
What year did Ian Gillian replace Ronnie James Dio in Black Sabbath?
1978. Don't know.
You're not that far off. It was 1982.
Why? I'm almost a savant.
Oh man, what is
Okay.
the name of the? Oh God, what is the name of the first single by the Korean girl group Red Velvet?
Why do you hate me, Abe?
We want to do entertainment, Abe. We're all so good at that.
Oh my goodness.
Wait, that's not nostalgic. I can't think of the answer to that.
Hey,
It's
fuck you, I'm
entertainment.
great
it's
with
not
numbers.
cultured entertainment.
Uh,
You're great at ballparking.
Exactly. I can guess so good. All right, repeat the question. I'm gonna...
What is the name of the first single by the Korean girl group Red Velvet?
Nothing I can say is going to sound like anything other than racist, so I'm not going to say
Happiness. Which is what you are not experiencing right now.
ever in my life. So it's, it's an alien concept.
Hot penis. Hot
There we go.
penis.
Hot penis.
Who played the role of J.D. Lutz on the TV show 30 Rock?
I've actually never seen it, so I don't know.
Do you know it, Chubby?
No, but
Okay.
I
John
could make a
Lutz.
guess. I could guess.
Yeah. All right. All right, Muggle
The
fart.
only just backing it up because it's still
Who was
my
it?
question. The only characters I know are Tina Fey or actors and Alec Baldwin. I don't. Oh, and
Say it, Chubbs. Say it.
Say what? The
Oh,
line from 30 Rock?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, it's the best line ever. And Alec Baldwin's all like, "Hold on. Hello? 5 inches, but it's thick." Anyways.
That's where that's from. Okay.
And he laughed
glad-
like
It's the best line.
I'm
in
glad to know
anything.
that it's not something you yourself thought of, because I've definitely heard you say it before, and I should have guessed that
Oh,
you
mine's
pulled it
not
from
nearly that
something
big.
else.
All right, Muggle fart. You ready?
Yeah.
All right. What athlete's late night talk show was canceled after only 8 weeks in 1998?
1998.
19
Athlete.
Yep.
No athletes in 1998.
98.
They all died in the Star War.
In the Star Wars.
Oh boy, I sure am tired of all these Star Wars.
They're just so exhausting. They're gonna ruin things this spring.
Hmm.
We got a Space Force now. Okay, so do you give up?
I want to guess.
Okay, guess.
Yeah. Let her.
I'm gonna say I could be cliche, but I'm gonna say it's Shaquille or not Shaquille. Dennis Rodman.
Magic Johnson.
Oh,
Yeah.
Weirdly, you were close-ish.
Yeah. I think all three of those people were on the Dream Team so at one point.
Yeah.
So, what is the name of the White Stripes drummer?
Meg.
Megan Meg.
I don't know her last name actually.
Yes, you do. Everybody
Meg
knows.
White, but I think yeah.
That's her name. Well, that's what it is on here, anyways. I don't care anything besides that.
Yeah, they're siblings and they got married.
Yeah. What popular actor produced the show Entourage?
Entourage. Childish Gambino.
Wait, why is he laughing?
I don't know.
Ow.
I'll show you after the question.
Okay, but
You're
what
gonna
did you
pull up
say?
my face, aren't you?
Childish Gambino. What's his name? I can't think of his real name right now. Danny Glover?
Uh,
No, not Danny Glover.
It does start with a D, but that's also not it.
wait, do you know the answer to this already, Patty?
I think so.
Oh, okay. What's the answer,
But-
Patty?
And then Mark Wahlberg, wasn't that his show?
Yep.
Yep.
Oh.
Rachel can have my point.
I don't want.
No,
I don't want you to Mark Wahlberg point.
All right.
Ha!
Hey, Andy.
Oh, Mark Wahlberg. Hi, how are you?
Oh, not so good, Andy. I mean, I saw the last show.
You did?
Yes, I did, and I got to tell you, I'm very upset about this imitation you did with the animals. I mean, what is that?
Yeah, it was just a stupid thing we did. It was stupid.
Well, I got to be honest with you, buddy. I've been thinking about breaking that big, beautiful nose of yours.
Sure, sure, it's big and beautiful. Yeah.
But you know what? I decided not to, being the church-going guy that I am. But I mean, it's nothing like me. What was that?
I agree with you. And the thing that I'd like to say.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, Amy Poehler. How's it going?
Pretty good.
You're pregnant. What's that all about, huh?
I don't know.
Well, it's nice to see you. Say hi to your mother for me. So, Andy, where were we?
You were saying my impression was way off?
Yeah, I mean, look, I don't get it. It was very inaccurate, you know?
Again, yep. Hey, Mark.
Hey, Josh Brolin, how you doing?
I'm good, I'm good.
You were in the Goonies movie, right? I produce Entourage.
Yeah,
Say hi to your mother for me.
Oh, goodness.
That's why I laughed so hard.
Yeah.
I thought it's like, who produced Entourage?
I produce Entourage.
Which? Oh my God! Which Japanese act sang the intro to the cartoon series Teen Titans?
Japanese act?
I never considered that they actually got like normal performers. I just assumed it was like a Funimation.
No, it's a real band, and I've been listening to
Shibomato?
them
That's
quite
the
a
only
lot.
one I know.
What?
Shibomato? That's the only one I know.
Puffy Amiyumi.
Okay.
Isn't it?
Puffy Yumi.
Yeah. I tell you guys, I learned a new Japanese phrase. I think it's very appropriate.
What is it?
Oh.
Debu janai.
And it means?
I'm not fat.
Can you write it out for
I
me? I'm
actually
gonna get
been
it
listening
tattooed
to some-
across my forehead.
I actually was listening to Puffy Yumi quite a bit over the past few months, and now they're not on Spotify for some reason.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What legendary funk band?
We like to get paid.
You like to get paid.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What legendary funk band was formed by George Clinton?
Parliament?
Indeed.
I love the sassy look you gave him, like, that's a bullshit question.
What exactly do they want?
The funk.
They want the funk, exactly. Yes, the funk.
What was
And what are they going to do about that?
tear the
what are they
roof
gonna
off
do
the
about
sucker?
Close. They're going to turn this mother out.
Okay.
You're
What?
making Gizmo, like, hide her head under my armpit. Like, knock it off.
What? What was the birth name of
Smells
Bing
good.
Crosby?
It does.
What?
What was the? What was? God damn it! Fucking
What the
what? What was the birth name of Bing Crosby?
Oops.
Brandon.
Harry Lillis Crosby Jr.
What do you want?
I call him Brandon.
What was the nickname of the Spice Girls singer Jerry Halliwell?
Which one is Jerry?
That's for you to figure out.
Posh? No, it's not Posh.
You literally
Ginger?
have 5 to choose from. There you go.
What?
Ginger?
Yes.
You had 5 choices to make.
What actor was famous for the line "Nanu Nanu"?
Ah,
Nanu, Nanu?
Nanu
Really?
Nanu.
come on,
Really?
you know this, Rachel.
Rachel,
Come
you
on.
don't get
Are we
this.
talking about Robin Williams?
Yes.
Yeah. Talk about
Yeah.
the other guy who said nanu nanu.
Well, we were talking about Japanese for a minute, so I'm like,
Oh my god.
Accidental racism.
Yay.
Arigatou gozaimashita. On
Shut
what?
the fuck up, babe.
Showing off.
Oh, Chubby-san kawaii desu. On what
Please
TV
wait.
show did Amanda Blake play the role of hotel manager Miss Kitty Russell?
Abe-san sabushi da na.
Mr. Sparkle no Tarenji mi hoshimasu. Osmo power.
Kichi kichi churi.
it's that Nickelodeon one.
Stacky.
Nickelbackalodian.
Nickelbackalodian. I need a smoke after this.
Amanda's show? I don't know.
No, it's Gunsmoke.
Okay.
Okay. Oh,
The sad
Jesus.
part is I knew that because my grandpa recently called and because he just got nothing better to do. He was watching Gunsmoke and decided to fill me in on everything that was happening in the show, and I'm like, okay. Please go
Needed
ahead.
next time, give me a heads up. You want to talk about Gunsmoke so I can at least make myself a drink. You know. What network has
Oh, I'm
aired-
sorry. Why don't you just keep talking Japanese for no reason? Go ahead.
Oh, so
We'll make ourselves a drink. Thank you.
So desu ka?
I was speaking South Park Japanese.
Yeah.
I know you were.
Uh,
I wasn't actually talking to you.
Nani sore? What network has aired Shark Week every summer since 1988?
Discovery.
Discovery.
Can we
Uh,
sit and talk about how bullshit Shark Week has become? It used to
after
be
I
good.
read the scores, Purple.
Nobody gives a fuck.
Oh no, you're not reading this. You're not reading the scores just yet, Abe.
Why?
It's your turn.
Oh, dun dun dun.
Abe, how many original shows and movies did Netflix release in 2016?
Why would I know that?
Oh, yeah. Why would you know that?
And why am I participating now? We know
Because I'm doing this.
All right. Okay.
Because
fine.
I'm doing this.
All right. Let's do it.
Doing it.
All right, fine. Who played the character of Milton Wadhams in the film Office Space? You know what? If you get it, it's fine. If not, I don't know if I pronounced his name correctly.
Oh, what's that rule about if you can't pronounce it? Sorry.
Yeah, but if
That's-
he gets it, I'll give it to him. But if not, we won't count it.
Patty, I'll probably never do this again. But in his defense, I was completely ignoring that rule. So
Yeah.
in
He
his
was,
defense.
yeah.
And I don't know his fucking name.
Okay, fine. What was the first commercial film to use stereophonic sound?
Commercial film to use stereophonic sound.
You might be able to guess this one.
Might be able to. Probably not though.
I could walk you to the answer really easily.
No, don't do that.
Yeah, but I like guiding you. You're my baby.
I thought I was your boulder.
Baby Boulder.
Baby boulder.
I gave a... Yeah, you're my baby boulder.
I love you, Baby Boulder.
Anyways, shit.
That's the movie. Good job.
I don't know, and I feel bad about that.
Disney's Fantasia.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wh-
Next question.
What line is missing from some
From the rest of this question.
Balderized... What line is missing from some Balderized edits of Van Morrison's Brown Eyed Girl?
Say that again.
I'm not. What is the name of the musician best known for his 1993 song, What Is Love?
Oh, fuck.
Hot seat feels not so good sometimes, huh?
What are you talking about? I'm like, I'm the one who gets roasted for most of the episode. This is just extending my torture. Fucking.
I broke the window again.
Don't hurt me. Don't hurt me.
Emilio!
I'm
No
drawing
more.
I'm drawing I'm drawing a complete blank.
Oh man.
Hadaway.
You're gonna hate yourself.
Hadaway, okay. I know.
I sing that to
Which
Fernando
ballad-
when he scratches me.
What?
When Fernando scratches me, sometimes I'm like, baby, don't hurt me no
Of
more.
course you do.
I mean, yeah, but the thing is, he's gonna give you the same look he's gonna give you any other time, which is, God damn it, I fucking hate humans. So, at least that's how.
It's true.
He's got a sock to focus his anger on now.
Yeah,
Fuck that sock!
he's been going at that stupid sock, and I asked my kids so many times, throw it down, and she's like, it keeps disappearing every time I look for it.
Abe, are you keeping track of how many questions I've asked you?
Yeah, I think you've
And
asked
how many
me
you've gotten
4.
right?
And I don't think I've gotten one right
Have
yet.
you been keeping track? I think you asked for. So,
Okay. All right. Which ballad by the band Poison is about a Vietnam veteran and the homeless?
come on, you know this.
Come on. You know this. You know everything about Poison. Your dick is huge.
It's your favorite band.
Poison, and it's a ballad. I only know one ballad by Poison, and that's fucking Every Rose Has Its Thorn.
There you go.
Well, that's incorrect. It's actually Something to Believe in.
You tried.
They have a second. They have another ballad. Fuck.
Remember when Bret Michaels had that show on VH1?
Oh yeah, what was it called? Like Rock of Love or something like that.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I have a guilty pleasure for bad entertainment.
We know. You're here.
And
We know.
I watch every fucking episode. But it was still not as good as Flavor of Love. I was obsessed with Flavor of Love.
I could see that. You know, it's a
fucking
little wacky tacky.
New York was my girl.
Flavor of Love, seriously, like, made me want to terminate my marriage. And
Out of all the reasons you should have, that's the one you thought of?
at the time, yes.
Abe, shut up. What is the name of the bar that Homer Simpson frequents?
Come on, really?
Moe's.
Yes, it sure is. In the comic strip Blondie, what was Blondie's maiden name?
I would have chosen science over entertainment any day, but yeah, I have no
You know
idea.
you would have. Yeah.
Boop-a-doop.
Like, that means somebody got paid to do that.
Yeah.
I'm not happy about that. What's her name? Boopadoo.
Which band released the album Fly Like an Eagle in 1976?
Steve Miller Band.
That is correct.
See, you're doing just fine with entertainment.
All right.
Yeah,
Next.
you're doing just fine.
It's fine. Stop
What film
licking.
introduced the fraternity Lambda Lambda Lambda?
Revenge of the Nerds.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, that's my boy.
Okay,
That movie's about
Get up there.
just straight up toxicity.
Yeah. One more.
One more?
Yeah.
Okay. During the 1990s, who recorded the albums Out of Time and New Adventures in Hi-Fi?
Out of Time and New Adventures in Hi-Fi. In the 90s.
Oh man, I thought I was giving you this one. Think of the most 90s band you can think of,
Yeah, but Tiny
and then
Tim
make the
did-
singer.
I
What?
said Tiny Tim didn't make either of those albums.
It's 90s band. Tiptoeing through the 90s.
Tiptoe through the tulips.
No, man, I'm blanking on that.
REM.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So the final score, since I had to keep track of my own, is
What?
we got
Get up there.
Muggle Fart has 5 points.
Thank you.
You're a hairy wizard has 4 points. I have 4 points, and hair might be purple is 1 point.
Cool.
You had a rough night.
I did.
Lots of numbers.
Lots of numbers.
You had a lot. Yeah, you had a lot of questions that needed numbers, and we know you can't count, so it's all good.
I hope you die in your sleep.
I assure you, if I die,
okay,
it'll be
Abe,
eating, because I eat more than I sleep.
Are you using this random trivia generator at randomtriviagenerator.com?
Yeah.
Okay, I figured it because it was the first thing on Google when I Googled for trivia generator. It was the first one, and then I saw it had 6 categories that were all the same, and I'm like, this is definitely the same thing he uses.
This is some serious deja vu.
So when you do it shows 6 questions.
Does it look like it's from like 1998?
It shows 6 questions,
Yeah.
but if you click on the topic on the bottom, if you see it, it'll have the question, but if you click on the blue spot, scroll down. All you got to do is scroll down a little bit and see it loads more.
Wow.
See,
You
I
literally
was just clicking this
zero work for
randomizer.
this.
What do you want me to do? Sit down with Encyclopedia Britannica and come up with all the fucking questions?
Yes.
God damn it! Fuck that.
I'm just saying that every week somebody can do you and you can join in on the fun.
Hey,
I think next
awesome.
week it should be Rachel because she won this week.
Yep. So Rachel gets to host next week.
Oh shit.
Well,
Oh shit.
just against
Assuming
you.
that's if she wants to.
I don't care. I'll
Okay.
do it. I'll do anything
Of course she
twice.
wants to. She do it twice too.
There, now you guys all have the link for it too.
Once a philosopher, twice a pervert.
Is it randomtriviagenerator.com? Because I think I have it memorized because I'm fucking brilliant.
But you don't.
Awesome.
You left
I think
out
I found it.
Yeah. So easy peasy.
Except that, how do
Finish
you
it?
pick?
Finish it.
Well, you click on the
Finish it, Abe.
The white what? Finish what?
You said easy peasy. Finish it.
Lemon squeezy?
There you go. That's good.
Yeah, there you go.
It's the cadence. It's the release of tension. It's
So
like when somebody goes shave and a hair.
All right, your point was definitely delivered,
Yeah.
but also as the person who loves to escalate tension, you being the one who needed it to be released is a little bit strange.
Speaking of tension, the sexual tension was palpable. Chubby said I needed to come downstairs and talk to him, and I
And
walk
so you
into
just
his
come
office.
downstairs.
Oh no.
And I come down to his office, and he is sitting in his chair in a pair of boxers and that robe he's wearing. And and I was waiting for it to happen, and it actually took much longer than I anticipated. But at some point, he propped his feet up, and sure enough, one of his nuts fell up the side of his boxers.
And he didn't care.
No, he started playing with it, like making shapes out of it and stuff. Like,
Like silly putty.
yeah, kind of like a like if
You ever see the Loch Ness Monster?
I don't like where this is going at
Huh?
all.
I remember this. We talked about this on one of our first episodes.
yeah.
The ball, the dick shapes. The Loch Ness Monster. You take the balls, and you cup them, and then you grab the cock and you move it over to the side and give it a little head.
Yeah.
That's a Loch Ness Monster.
It's the only head you get.
Then there's
for
the
a while,
Gonzo.
so-
The Gonzo, you just turn it upside down completely, so the balls are on top, and the cock is the Gonzo nose, and the balls are the eyes. That's the Gonzo.
I've gotten to see him do both of these. He's not making this up.
Time out. The word you used there was gotten to, as though it's a privilege and a delight.
You're goddamn right. It's a privilege and a right.
Thank you.
Yeah.
This is
Stockholm
performance
syndrome.
art.
God damn it. We will do anything for content on this show.
Stop
Clearly.
sexualizing the penis and make art with it.
But it's yours.
Fun story. Chubby has also gotten to
You're
see
right.
my boy parts. We were standing in the
My
kitchen.
boy parts. Did you just call them?
My boy parts.
For a second, I thought you said my boy farts, and that made more sense.
So, we were standing in his kitchen talking one day, and
Penis.
I had a pair of I had pajama pants on,
Penis.
and
Penis.
Cock.
Your cock blew him away.
you got me.
It's pretty
So,
impressive.
We were standing in his kitchen talking. I was wearing a pair of pajama pants, and Bear comes over, wants attention, so I kneel down on the floor to pet Bear, and I didn't realize that those pajama pants had a hole that was awkwardly placed.
I don't like where this is going.
Well,
I'm calling PETA right now.
they almost touched the floor.
Popped out nicely, like he was being castrated or something.
And honestly, they don't look
Right
that
out
much.
the nose, like,
They don't look that much different from his. It's kind of like if you dropped a big ball of soda putty and on like a dog bed, and you pick it up and it's got the hair coming off.
You know,
if he put paint on him, he could have made ball marks on my floor.
Yeah.
I came on this show because you guys were like, yeah, you should stay. I didn't realize that this was a long, slow burn to get me to kill myself, because I was already close enough. I didn't need your help.
Hey, just don't look.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
We don't want you. Do not kill
6 feet
yourself.
from the edge, and thinking maybe 6 feet ain't so far down.
Yeah, thanks for that. No. Just remember,
I'm
Patty.
6 feet from the edge, and I'm about to break.
Just remember, Patty. We are here to save you from suicide. Okay, and isn't it nice to know that Chubby and I are armed with incredibly effective life preservers? If you try and drown yourself, we could save you with them.
I would prefer to drown. Thank you.
We
I
discussed
appreciate
this
you,
last
but-
week.
Oh,
That's true. We did. Keeping it topical.
I want my body to look like this when they find me. With maggots pouring out of every pore. Some new.
Like, not even crawling, pouring. It's just a fountain of maggots.
Yep. Yeah.
It'd be a pretty cool Halloween
Like that
decoration.
slice of pizza. Yeah. And you beat it
All right.
with a stick, and then maggots pour out.
So now what do we got? Do we
Yeah.
have anything else that's incredibly prophetic to touch on?
I was talking about the. Nope.
I was talking about the... Nope. All right.
I've been trying to get my kid to watch all these movies that I like that aren't horror, like just.
Mhm.
And last night we watched Rushmore, and that's a really, really good movie. And I know sometimes I like to be a dick only because hipsters liked him so much. I like to make fun of Wes Anderson, But man, Rushmore is an amazing fucking movie. I forgot how much I liked it, but incredible soundtrack too.
Yeah.
Did anybody else here like Darjeeling Limited?
It was alright.
I thought the payoff of the film was the funeral for the spoiler. The little boy drowns in the canal.
Yeah.
I thought that was the payoff of the whole movie.
Dude!
Fell.
The dude
I thought it was
from
funny
Rushmore.
that it had 3 men that I have a crush on in that.
Bill Murray, the dude from Phantom Planet, and who else?
Adrian Brody and Jason Schwartzman, and it wasn't
Bill
Luke
Murray.
Wilson in it though.
Wait, you're telling me you don't have a crush on Bill Murray?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I'd rather be friends.
I suppose.
Like, I don't think I could, like, do the deed.
Well, not anymore. He's
No.
a billion years old now.
Yeah. I didn't realize I like just other Jews, I guess.
Maybe
I
fair.
like
Are you comfortable around Chubby and I because we have Hebrew names?
Chubby's a Hebrew name, is what he's saying.
So it's fast.
Yeah,
It's
that was in the Torah.
It's actually short for Chubadiah.
Chobadiah, the son of Solomon and one of his wives. Who knows?
Thaddeus.
One of the 500.
Jason Schwartzman was just in the new season of Fargo, and the new season of Fargo kicked ass. And that's all I have to say about that. So was Chris Rock. Chris Rock, I could not buy into him being like a tough gangster type.
Yeah.
I just in the 50s, 1950. I couldn't buy into it because he talked like Chris Rock. He had Chris Rock's voice. And when I hear his voice, I think guinea pig from Dr. Dolittle before I think tough gangster.
Yeah, you go there instead of Rufus from Dogma.
Yeah, right.
Okay. A guinea pig singing Bob Dylan in a cage on a car.
Yeah. But he was still, you know, I'm not saying he did poorly in it and everything. It was still a fun watch and all that. I thought that might actually be my favorite season of Fargo so far.
Oh yeah?
Maybe. But I just got done watching it and like, you know, fucking
You're still
tears
digesting.
and all that
Yeah.
shit. Like you know, the tears they cried and they're still
That's how you got your robe
I
on?
think it's the only
You're just
season that's
sitting
made me
there
cry.
crying away like
Yeah.
Fargo.
The only season that's ever made me cry.
I'm not wearing my robe, but
Well, what the fuck?
I know mine is over there. I took it off. I was like, I will be presentable and not show them what a fucking lazy piece of poop I've been. And so,
Like,
this is my Arthur Dent costume.
Yeah.
I'm,
like,
grab your
I've been
towel.
watching so much British reality television.
What's
It's the only thing keeping me alive right now.
nice.
Hey, we all got our life rafts. And if that's
I'm
yours,
listening to the Hitchhiker's
love it.
Guide to the Galaxy radio show now, since I
Yeah.
finished all the Harry Potter books. So now I'm listening to the shows.
Nice. I love
I've listened
radio
to quite
shows.
a bit of them already. It's such a great art form that like
Yeah, it is.
started and then died really quick just because it just went with technology, but it was its own thing.
Radio
out of
kill the
what it
radio.
was. Like really, it did, you know, like even podcasts you don't really hear too many.
I have a
popular
playlist on
anymore.
Spotify of like crime. Like, let me look at it. It's open right now. Where is it? It's like, ooh, I could send it to you, but it's really cool.
so she won't.
What if this water bottle had boobs?
Megan, where is it? Oh, scary. Radio crime dramas.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, and I love it. It's just really cool. Let me.
Buttz.
It's time now for Edmund O'Brien as Johnny Dollar. Inspector Travis returning your call, sir. Oh, yes, Inspector. Thanks very much. I wonder when I could talk with you about the Hannibal Murphy death. Well, it's your pleasure, sir. Do I understand you come all the way from the States? Yes. The news broke yesterday, and his insurance company thought I'd better. The reports.
I love it. I don't know. It just I listen to it when
I listened to the dramatized Unsolved Murders
oh yeah.
podcast. I love that shit.
Oh yeah.
I binge listened to that stuff a few years ago.
Well, you know what's really weird to me, or weird to some people, is I'm obsessed with that kind of talking. That's why I like ASMR a lot and like sound. I like the noise and the talking that they do and like the drama that I will sleep like no matter how horrific of like one of the shows will
What
be.
the content is, it's just how they're presenting it.
But I can fall asleep like a baby. It relaxes me so much.
So like that.
When the body was discovered and they did the autopsy, they discovered that the knife was twisted at least 3 times.
And that's why I like infomercials a lot, because I think it's funny and drama site, you know, like the way they talk, the drama, and it was something I used to fall asleep to, because I love, like on weekends, Grandma would let me sleep in the living room, and I could watch TV all night, and I would fall asleep, you know.
Yeah.
When I was growing up, like the big, like exciting things was I would every
big
weekend.
boy he is.
Big boy. When I was growing up, like I would spend like Friday or Saturday, sometimes a whole fucking weekend at my grandparents' house, and there was a video store, like half a mile down the road from my grandma's. So grandma would walk with me down there and let me rent movies. Except grandma had no form of context for what these movies were about. and I remember being like 6 or 7 and watching Monty Python's The Meaning of Life.
Oh yeah.
Oh, boy.
And I remember for years I couldn't watch it. It wasn't until I was like a teenager I couldn't watch it because I couldn't get past the part where Mr. Creosote explodes. I also talked her into renting Blank Man. Does anybody remember that with Damon Wayans?
Yes.
And also she rented. She would rent like ridiculous shit. I saw like Caddyshack, you know, completely uncensored, which, you know, might have been a bigger deal. Except I think I was 5 when my dad let me watch Blazing Saddles. So really, it didn't shock me all that much.
Yeah.
But I did. I remember just being like, I got her to rent "Don't Be a Menace," and that was one of those things where I'm watching it and going, I have no idea, like no context in my life at all for anything that's going on in this fucking movie. And I was like, hey, can we go back down there and rent the Transformers movie again for the 17th time?
I need something that grounds me.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't.
Transforming robots.
Yes,
I
found out that there's a band called the Cybertronic Spree, and they have the most amazing papercraft costumes, and they're all Transformers from the movie, the 1986 movie. The bass player is Hot Rod, the keyboard player is RC, and then the one guy, I feel like part of it is it's appropriate, but it also sort of feels like he phoned it in. He dresses as Spike, and so his outfit is just like construction gear. He's like wearing a yellow hard hat and stuff. I'm like, oh, that guy definitely drew the big straw and was like, oh, you can be whatever you want. And he's like, cool, I'm gonna be the one that doesn't involve months of work, you know.
I'm gonna be one of the village people.
Yeah, like that's what basically.
Yeah.
It's pretty fucking cool. Hey, Chubbs, got anything good to say?
I don't ever have anything good to say.
Hey, say something.
Good.
Do it. Say something.
Transforming robots. Transforming robots movie. with the transforming robots.
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
I've been torturing my child with
As
stuff
you
I
do.
like.
As all good parents do.
Yeah.
Well, we're spending a lot of time together now,
Yeah.
Mm.
and they're 16, and I'm not used to having somebody around that much, and I'm weird. I'm a weird person during the day. I kind of
Boy,
lose my
howdy,
mind
sister.
midday,
Just during the day. Okay.
and I got used to a routine because of the pandemic. I got to all right. I know why I was so fucking miserable in the past is I was thinking about this all the time. Look, life can change at any moment. I don't know. And so I was like, I'm going to take a nap every day. I'm going to do some things for myself and chill out and not be a big ball of stress like I have been
Well,
for
good.
most of my adult life.
Yeah.
And so my kid gets to experience like my random outburst of or whatever to release the fucking tension that's been like building into my fucking chest. And I'm like, hey, I'm going to act crazy and then things will be better.
Of
And
course. That makes sense to me.
A catharsis is a catharsis, even if it scares people.
You're goddamn right.
But I made them watch a lot of 90s rap videos recently.
You went from Weird Al to you're just in a 90s kick with these kids.
Yeah. And then, we were watching Pin 15 and they appreciate it. They think it's funny that I'm like, oh man, I had clothes like that. And it's a hilarious show. You should check it out. It's pretty good. I love the way it's written, and it's kind of loosely based on these two comedians, these two women, what they experienced like in middle school. They kind of based the show on that, and they play themselves. And it's so good. It's hilarious. The awkwardness, like the crush on the boy, and the like, I don't know, just all the awkwardness of being in middle school. It's in there, like masturbating, and it's cool because it's bringing women. Like, it's you hear about the boys having an awkward time. Like, show us about that, So it's finally the real version of what it's like for middle school girls.
Yeah.
In my time era.
So I have a question because I was recently I was listening to some music.
Middle
at
schoolers
work.
masturbate? Like, where is it?
Rachel breakdown. That's what she's wearing.
What
Something I would wear
into
just
that song.
randomly.
What's a song that like perfectly encapsulates or instantly evokes memories of the 80s for you guys? Like if like one song where it's just inescapable, you go back to that period of time.
The 80s?
Yeah.
I was born in 87, so I don't know that this counts for me.
Well, sure. I mean, the thing is that you do have
You think
have
of
seen
the 80s when you hear it.
You've seen the 80s.
I mean, but there's a big
Yeah.
fucking difference between something that you can connect to immediately, as in your own nostalgic experience, versus just, oh, G.I. Joe, or a nostalgic reference that isn't necessarily a connecting force. Like there's entire fucking CDs and playlists that are quintessential 80s-ness.
But I feel like for me personally, for me it's Everybody Wants to Rule the World by Tears for Fears.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
For some reason, that just instantly like puts me like going and exploring bands from the '80s, you know, and
So-
thinking, oh, hey, there were some gems back then. Even
So
though,
my dad
I just
is
think
a
about Val Kilmer
musician.
in slow motion.
You know, my dad's a musician. And so music was a huge part of growing up. Like, and he's got a pretty decent taste. So when I think of the 80s, the little bit I've been in it, I think of being at grandma's, like one of my earliest memories. And I had a VHS of The Cure, like videos. That it was my dad's, but I liked it so much. I was real little that I had to have my tape and VCR. Like we had to bring a VCR too. And they had to hook
At
it
that
up.
time where it's like this fucking big and this heavy.
And if I had to spend a night at grandma's, it was The Cure, you know. But the video that stuck out the most was 10:15. 10:15 on a Saturday night and the dripping.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So that sorry, I gave you a novel.
no.
Novels are preferred.
Yeah.
I guess I don't
What
Either
really
about
know,
that or
because
Sheena Easton.
for me, like, I grew up with, I know I've talked about this before, but without an awareness that there was modern music, like all of my childhood was either, if I was with my grandparents, it was country because they live in the middle of nowhere and they only had like 3 radio towers. And at home, it was just classic rock and classic metal. Occasionally, like some John Coltrane or Rat Pack thrown in too. So I've never really been able to equate music to specific time frames because I've never really been able to enjoy things at the proper time, so to speak. So everything is just nothing but nostalgia. Not until I was in high school and I was actually like listening to current things. I've never really known where I was in space and time when it comes to music. So it's that's a harder question to answer for me.
What about you, Chubby?
Yeah, Chubby. Yeah.
What about me?
What song?
Or was it the one you played?
Oh, I just played it. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, that came out in 1989, and I remembered, like, you know, I would go to sleep listening to the radio, and that song came on a lot when I was 5 in 1989, and it's like one of my earliest memories is going to sleep to that song. So, like, yeah.
nice.
I remember as a kid, I had a New Kids on the Block shirt. I got no idea what songs they sang. I just remember that fucking shirt.
Oh,
Oh, that's that.
oh,
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh.
the
I
right
don't-
stuff.
That song. I had a cousin that was a little older than me,
Yeah.
and she was obsessed with New Kids on the Block. And I remember her bedroom was like full of posters, and
Oh Lord.
yeah,
The first tape.
like kiss marks, because I thought that was weird, like
my-
lip gloss or
Yeah.
something, and then you could see the kiss mark onto the poster. You know, to
We
whoever.
understand the concept, Rachel.
Yeah. I asked a lot about that. I was like, why? Why would you do that?
Why are your lips where his crotch is? What is going on?
Yeah.
Was this you said this was a cousin? Was this a tub pooper?
No.
Oh.
But it was Tub Pooper's older sister.
Ah!
It was Tub Pooper adjacent.
The first tape I ever got, my grandma bought me a Walkman, and the first tape I got for it was the single for "Can't Touch This."
Yeah.
Yeah.
I told you about one of the most embarrassing situations with another cousin, because there's a lot of cousins, that
And sounds like a plethora of embarrassing situations.
yeah,
Cousins.
Just the gift
That,
that keeps
like,
living.
a cousin of mine, I'm going to give him a fake name.
Reginald.
Reginald P.
Hammer
Lewis.
Pants. So I had a cousin that was a little older than me, and we were both getting babysat by grandma. You know, because grandma was the nursery, the child care.
Yeah.
And he brought a tape of MC Hammer. And he wanted to show grandma with his new Hammer Pants that hammer dance. So Richard, I don't know if I have ever talked about Richard, is my dad's stepdad. Well, he's gone now, but so my grandma's husband. And he was a funny guy. I appreciate him, but he was kind of grumpy, kind of weird. Like, he's the reason why I'm obsessed with movies, because he just wants to watch TV and movies all the time. And he had a wide collection of really good, different movies that you would never see normally, and then some really bad ones.
Uh-oh.
So, not like porn, but like just really shitty movies. And kind of got me into the B culture, like B movie culture, you know, actually because of him. But anyway, he doesn't, I used to argue with Richard all the time. Like, he was kind of, how do you say this? He would argue with us kids like a kid, you know. You know. And anyway, he bald guy, he had the horseshoe head, and we were like, whatever, Richard Baldy. Like, I want to watch this. I don't know. We were brats, and Grandma allowed it, you know, because we were babies. Well, anyway,
You guys
my
are out
cousin
of
wanted
control.
yeah,
Yeah, you guys were fucking heathens.
they were.
Little bastards.
And still are. We're terrible to each other. We really are. And so, you know, he turns off the TV that Richard was watching. He sticks it in to my grandma's record player cassette play thing that was in the living room and turn it on. And he starts doing the dance, you know, and I'm on the couch embarrassed for him because grandma is just like trying to smile, but like you could tell like, oh, this is terrible. And then Richard's like,
not trying to hide it at all.
no, like grandma was always bad at lying. Like, oh, that's a nice dress.
You don't look like a slut at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was the most embarrassing thing. And for years, I don't talk to this cousin anymore.
Because of the hammer pants.
Yes, I just can't. That was the last time I saw him. He pushed him out.
Got kicked out of the family.
Yeah.
All he had
Because of
was
his
his
hammer
Walkman and
pants.
his hammer pants.
Hammer pants. Bye.
Well, I got nothing left.
Okay.
Maybe
Hey!
you're the one that needs the
I really enjoyed that. Oh my goodness.
So what in the hell kind of teaching program are they giving your kid? Because it seems creepy every time you show us a clip of the robot voice.
Robot voice.
Yeah.
I just find the funny things. What was it?
It was
Oh.
the opposite of come in, etc.,
I
etc.
was like, what is the opposite of in? It's like out something, come fat.
Yeah.
Out, down, come fat. And I
So
was-
translation, it's not so much the program, it's that a 12-year-old has a 5-year-old.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then they're like, do these two words rhyme? And it was grower and shower, and I was like, oh my god.
Ah, comedy gold.
I was like, oh man, somebody over there at the Academy's bored.
Yeah, right. Some asshole's doing this on purpose.
Yeah. See how many parents noticed this one.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Just that
It
little
really
breath
does.
of life.
It really does bother me that they refer to your child as him in the science books.
Yeah.
When they're like, you know, they don't say you're like all the other ones don't do that. The science book is then tell him blah 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 blah, and it's like
It's
what?
strange.
Yeah.
Annoying too. It's small, but it's really annoying.
It
Yeah.
is very annoying.
It's just
It's
like
almost-
just like a lot of men.
Uh-huh. There you go.
yes.
Oh, personally, I think he got ripped off. The history book he has refers to the civil rights movement as trouble ahead. So, that's a problem.
No, but my junior high textbooks, history book, referred to slavery as the way we built our country and our
Yeah.
country's built it, and it glorified it basically, and it also said that a lot of the slaves were taken very good care of and were allowed to eat things like pork, and our teacher literally was like, yeah, when they say pork, what they mean is table scrap fat.
Yeah.
Like
The stuff that you
they're-
cannot actually live off of. Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
there was, I think, was it the Donner Party that ate each other?
Mhm.
I think that's what they were talking about. But in the textbook, it said, so many left and only half came back or made it or something. And that was it. And the teacher was like, yeah, the textbook doesn't mention this for some reason, but they ate them. That's what happened.
That teacher sounds pretty awesome.
Yeah,
When I
she was
was
very
in-
good. I enjoyed her.
Ah,
When I was in college, so like this is 2006, I was in a philosophy class. Weirdly, I don't remember how we got to the subject of slavery, but there were actually people in my class who were trying to advocate for that exact situation of they were taken care of, they were given a place to live, they were given food, and I was just sitting here like, are we actually advocating that there was any part of slavery that was good? And like this was the whole course, like the whole fucking day, and then the rest of that week got like the coursework got derailed because of this. And the professor, he was a nice chill guy, what you expect, old hippie wearing khaki pants, whatever, but he just let it play itself out, and his idea was to let everybody reach their natural discourse, and then he'd settle everything when it needed to be done. But yeah, it was just like I had never heard it from a person I was in the room with. I'd seen it in books, I'd seen it in television, old films and stuff, but it was so startling that someone my age was saying that, and I was like, but I like, granted, I'm in Superior, Wisconsin, so it's just a different buttfuck little town, but I expected just bigger thoughts. Yeah, I was like, I expect this nonsense at home because it's a dumb little Lutheran community. Of course they're going to be racist. But yeah, it was such a jarring moment, and I was like actually mortified.
Well, and at Muskegon Community College, they some of the professors there are really awesome, and like I never had them, but they bring like a lot of social issues up, that other, like when I was in college, don't. And I have gone to like a few, like Professor Budimir. He's an amazing person and friend. He, I've been to like some of his talks. He'll have debates on social issues, like, and I was amazed that people came out to counter. Like, really? Like, they don't go there. They just knew that this was going to happen, and they would come and debate.
Mm-hmm.
It was baffling to me. Like,
and not only debate, like they're not just there to fuck shit up. As far as they're concerned, they have like an argument to be presented that's valid, and it's like, what?
Yeah.
Why? Go away.
So racial, like obvious, like racial angst and stuff aside, I was having a discussion with someone once, and it said, like, I love that the professor kind of allowed some sort of discourse there. The conversation I had, the guy said, what everybody needs to do is get on the level, and we need to agree on stuff. And I said, no, we don't. We need to learn to respectfully disagree. We need to be able to disagree with each other without passing judgment on each other.
Yeah.
And that's the problem. But then, there's now, I guess going back to what we were originally talking about with, the revolution sort of thing, is that people don't want respectful discourse about it because they're not arguing, they are trying to tell you, this is the way it is, and if you don't like it, I want you to die.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that's a big problem.
And like I went on a whole high rant last night about this. Is that I kind of have to take a little break mentally. Like I saw so much ugly, not on, from that side that.
Thanks, Rachel. Yeah. I get it. You see a lot of ugly. Okay, fine.
Thanks.
I'm sorry.
Thanks.
And so, and it's baffling because I am a weird philosophy fan, actually. And as much as I don't like to admit it, but I always want to find that communication with another human. I naturally want to find, and that's why I will talk to the enemy. That's why I will like do interviews and with people that I would never, not like Ultra Michigan stuff. Like I'm not giving them a platform, but I will talk to them, and I will go across that barrier because I'm not afraid of them. Yeah. But I'm seeing that even that has bit me in the ass. Yeah. And that this is becoming kind of scary. Like at first I kind of laugh it off, but now I'm like, wow, these people are very destined. Like they're not going to give up anytime soon. And there's a lot of bad ones in there.
Yeah.
And I'm not worried about my safety so much because I'm a nobody. Anybody who would go after me is an idiot because you're just going to prison for somebody who's not any importance, like to the actual movement or anything,
Your name's not going to be put in the paper because you took down.
Nobody's going to give a shit. I'm nothing. So I'm not so worried about myself as I'm worried about those that are in leadership positions and, and then I get a guilt because I haven't been out there.
I think that's another thing that I can't speak for any of you, but I know with some of the discourse I've gotten into with people that have a diametrically opposed opinion to mine, is that does take the piss out of them when they realize I'm not fucking afraid of you. Okay? Yeah, we're having a discussion. If you think this is something more than a discussion, sucks to be you, but I'm not fucking afraid of you.
Yeah.
And that I have encountered a couple people who are very much just like, I thought they were going to lose their fucking mind because it was like at some point they thought I would back down simply at the thought that at the thought of some implied threat, or something like that. Yeah. And to realize that no, I don't think you get it at all.
They've got a narrative in their head of how this is going to play out, and then when you break that narrative, they don't know what to do.
Yeah, it's like I don't. And another thing that I like is I've
Oh, I love fucking with them.
I gave up on trying to, like, I understand the things that they do, but that's not to say I empathize with why they do and say the things that they do for this sort of
Yeah.
clandestine superiority complex they have.
Yeah.
And it's just, I don't try and empathize with them either. They're like, well, do you see what I mean? No, I fucking don't, because it doesn't fit in with reality at all.
Yeah.
It's
I see
not
why
how-
you think that, because you're stupid. But,
Yeah, but it's like, they don't even try and imply that I should understand your perspective, because you don't understand your fucking perspective.
Exactly.
Well, the thing too is when I had a really hard time in the beginning, because I always been kind of a troll in some way. Always been. And usually it's towards bad people.
Yeah.
Usually.
Usually.
And
once in a while she'll kick an old lady down the stairs,
Yeah.
but that's just for fun.
But I had a hard time with this idea that I had with a previous friend, and that a project we were working on. I went out and met some people I wouldn't normally talk to. And it was kind of a social experiment, because I was so confused by how, I mean, we always knew that they were crazies. But when Trump got elected, I was like, holy shit. Like, what is going on? And so it was kind of my own selfish reasons. I wanted to, like, what is going on with these people? I don't get it. I don't get it at all. Like, are you that daft, or you're that hateful?
Yeah. And which
Like-
is worse?
The sad part.
Yeah,
the
you just said daft.
The sad part is, like, it sort of drives me nuts, because I work in a machine shop, and there are a lot of machinists there that are talented beyond my wildest imagination.
Yeah.
The skill, the job skills that they possess for that trade, I'm like a sponge. I still talk to them, because I want to know, how the fuck do you do that? How do you do that from memory? That's amazing. So they can be so. I know they're not dumb.
Yeah.
But it's like they're so far out of their depth when it comes to social issues.
Yeah. Well, that was just the beginning of the rabbit hole. I'm still going through this rabbit hole years later, trying to understand this. But I was nervous because, I have not dealt with racism like a lot of, like any person of color, but I have dealt with some, and grown up and about Nazis and stuff like that. I was nervous because I'm going to talk to people that believe this. And I dealt with a few, but like, it kind of traumatized me. I was really nervous. I had like a nervous breakdown. I had to take Xanax to get ready to talk to these people, because I know that when they look at me, that level of hate, I knew it was going to disgust me. And not that I was scared of them. I wasn't scared. I wanted to hurt them, like, at times. And that's one type of people I ran into. But then the rabbit hole went deeper, where I met people that were not crazy.
Mm-hmm.
They were the person that kind of started the alt-right movement I have talked to, and it's somebody you wouldn't think, and there's probably a reason why they're not the face that you would see, because they are almost normal.
Yeah, they're the puppeteers, and
Yeah.
they're actually scarier, because the screaming apes are scary because they're just bundled chaos that's fueled by anger and fear. But the calm, cool, collected, matter of fact racists who will push the chess pieces around. They're the ones who cause the real problems, and they're the ones who like fuel and supply the screaming apes with everything they need to get their jobs done. And they continue to revalidate and vindicate them every step of the way, while also still just being your local town treasurer, being on the PTA. You're the principal, shit like that.
And the weird thing is he started following me. He was really not
like in person or
no.
Okay.
On social media and so on.
Scary either way, but
he was very nice, and he was an interesting person outside of that.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm like, I don't care. I mean, you always keep your enemies closer, but they had tremendous amount of respect for me, and they're like, yeah, you were different, you listened to me. And I'm like, I kind of go into a freeze mode. I kept doing this during these where I'm like, I can't believe I'm actually hearing what I'm hearing, for one, but for two, how well these people can speak.
Yes.
And you can see the charisma, because I was like analyzing everything, like to what they were wearing, to like I was keeping note of everything about them, because I just want to understand it, not because I want to believe, I don't think nothing like that, but I want to know how their mind works to defeat those ideals.
Yeah.
To be either they will change their minds or something else.
Yeah.
This will be
something else.
This will be the second time I say this, but one thing that disturbs the shit out of me is, and I don't know, I guess I can't even fathom the mental gymnastics you have to do, but being associated with the American Legion and knowing like both of my grandfathers came into the military like right at the end of World War II. My grandpa Brown was Navy. My grandpa Shackerley was Army Air Corps. I was the first. I was the first generation on those two sides of the family where there was no military service. Like my dad and his brother had both served in the military. My uncle Terry had served in the military. So, and us kids, we thought about it. Like part of me wishes I had enlisted in the Air Force to see the world, but it's really interesting. And then you go down to the American Legion where you're surrounded by guys. That's 3 times. Anyways, you're surrounded by these guys who have... No, it's 3. It's 3. I only said it 3 times. 4? Fine. I'll write it down. 4. Anyways, so we are shoulder to shoulder with people who served in World War II. And yet you have guys, there are guys at the post and people I have worked with and people I have met in life who have connections to World War II veterans who agree that, oh, I'm sure that a lot of these Nazis are very fine people. And it's like, what? What? No, that's not okay. And then there's the logic, the fact that a Nazi is someone who believes that Hitler was like God on earth. Like God had come down to earth in the form of Hitler. And Nazis by their dogmatically believe in the final solution. Mm-hmm. And that it has to happen. And so you're going to tell me that somebody who actively believes and promotes genocide can be a fine person? That's not possible.
Yeah. It's
not possible. There's no way that, because you'd never say that about a child molester. You'd never say that about a rapist. You would never say that about people like that. But yet they can justify, oh, so they believe in a little genocide. What's the big deal?
No,
I think there's a disconnect with, like, not so much the people who will actively and doggedly pursue and promote the idea, but even like on the level of the Germans who lived their normal lives, bought bread, played in the streets
They
while
were
there was
very
a concentration camp right next door. I think there's a disconnect when it's that many, because it becomes unreal. Like, if you see one person gunned down in front of you, that's going to be really traumatizing. But if the number is just even in the hundreds, I think our brains just kind of naturally reset. Some of
Yep.
us, it
you
resets
get
with
very
the gravity.
desensitized.
Yeah, and it almost becomes unreal at that point. So it's like, okay, I guess I'm not as affected by it. And you know, I don't know how. I doubt that all of us are the same as far as our trigger point for that. But then how that in itself is neither here nor there. It's what you do afterwards, whether or not you stop and reflect and go, okay, but I may not feel like it's that severe, but these are each individual human beings with lives, so I gotta, reground and think about that. And the people who can just,
And it's hard.
yeah, it is very hard, and it's exhausting and it's crippling
Yep.
when you really start to take on all that. So it's easy to understand why people don't, but it's like also not a justifiable option. It's like, no, you have to to look at the eyes of this corpse and realize this was a man, woman, child, whatever. They had a life, they had a name, they had a mom, they had a dad, whatever.
There's
there's just so few people on those sides who are willing to do that, and it's disgusting.
There was the one group of soldiers that discovered a concentration camp, and they were so appalled by it that they gathered up all the townspeople in the adjacent town
and
marched them through and said, look at this. Fucking look at this.
You've been next door to this the whole fucking time, and you knew it.
And it's a matter, I think that at some point, even though I don't know, it's such a precarious balancing act, but at some point we all have to take responsibility and say, I'm part of the human race. And the human race was responsible for things like the Holocaust and the genocide in the Congo and the Armenian genocide and the genocide that's going on right now with the Uyghur people in China and the U.S.-Mexican border and kids in cages and stuff. It's like, we cannot excuse that.
Yeah.
But the only way, at the same time, the only way around it truly is education, which is something that I feel like, again, I'm making a big circle back, but populists don't like education.
No.
Because you don't need to be educated to be a soldier. And that's really all they want, is they want, like, anybody who talks about pro-life, like, I feel like most pro-lifers that are outspoken about it are that George Carlin summed it up best. They're not pro-life. They just want fetuses to become live babies, to become dead soldiers.
Yep.
That's the long and you look at the language of a lot of fringe religions, and even to some degree, at some point, mainstream religions. There is this militant us and them attitude. Some of them just kind of gloss it up a little bit better.
Yeah.
But ultimately you look at it and you hear guys like, what's that lunatic that looks like the fucking Antichrist?
Which
Abe
one?
Brown?
No, the one fucking pastor of the mega church that looks like.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, him. Yeah.
His name Joel something.
Whatever. But at some point, the dude is there's an advocacy for violence. There's an advocacy for this militant zero tolerance, which zero tolerance is almost is such a stupid policy for anything, and it's insanity, and you're drawing a bunch of this comes down to like why the idea of like countries is so dumb.
Right now.
Because we have...
In the name of Jesus!
Oh, thank you, Jesus.
the office of the prophet of God, I execute judgment on you, COVID-19. I execute judgment on you, Satan, you destroyer, you killer, you get out, we break your power, you get off this nation. I demand judgment on you. I demand a vaccination to come immediately.
Yes.
I call you done. I call you long gone. You come down from your place of authority, destroyer. You come down and you crawl on your belly like God commanded you when he put his foot on your head in the Garden of Eden.
This is great.
You will destroy through COVID-19. No more!
No more. No more.
Is finished. It is over. And the United States of America is healed and well again, saith the mighty.
Hallelujah. Glory.
What's the box of Kleenex on the... Why is there a box of Kleenex right at waist level on the fucking podium there?
They sweat.
So, is that what you're talking about? Kenneth Copeland?
Kenneth Copeland, yeah. He,
God, I love that heavy metal.
It's really great.
That is so good because you know how long that probably took him.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, seriously.
Jeez.
Yeah,
That's why I played the
listening
whole
to
thing.
that asshole over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
Really isn't that surprising considering that it was very much like a prog metal song, so it's like
True.
great fucking platform for batshit loony preacher. You know.
I saw a YouTube video of these guys covering "Complicated" by Avril Lavigne, but making it complicated.
Oh, that's amazing! I fucking love that. Oh,
They just make it a prog metal song, and it's pretty funny.
Yeah, you gotta check it out. It is fucking incredible. Fuck, I got nothing left, guys. I think I think we should call it before we get really pathetic.
I'm pretty thoroughly tapped out.
Yeah.
Hey, I want you to know, Rachel, I used the opportunity that we had a metal song to just fart through the entire thing. So.
Was it multiple farts or just one long one?
I was trying to do like the
You don't even know the
break with the beats.
recording, the sound recording program I have on here. I take the video and I get really deep into the sound and listen to every little gurgle that comes from Chubby's belly and
my ass.
That's the thing. She talked about ASMR, but it's your ASS that's ASMR. She just sits and listens to it on loop.
That's how I fall asleep at night.
It's like you slow it down a little. It's like whale sounds.
I changed Jay's name. I changed his name.
Yeah, you fucking farted. I haven't even mentioned that yet.
Yeah, Rudy Giuliani farted.
He farted.
He farted.
During the testament. And then the fucking testament. That fucking woman. Oh my God. Did you... His witness. Is this real?
I haven't seen that.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that yet.
Fucking crazy.
She had a few drinks or something before that. And,
absolutely.
And oh man. And
when she said that when she made the comment that she said this, not me. I know you guys are gonna fucking cram this right back down my throat, but when she was talking about how you have to, she basically said, how can we know that the election is secure? And then she cited the example that all Chinese people look the same.
Yeah.
Like, oh, this is happening. This isn't satire. This is real life.
Yeah.
oh man.
Oh, it was bad. And then come to find out that she was sending, when her boyfriend split up with her, she started sending their sex videos to his new girlfriend
girlfriend.
to
Whoa.
harass her
That's
and got
a
charged
nice
with
level of
obscenity for
crazy.
it.
Yeah, Jesus.
Yeah, that's the lead witness.
And then
Welcome to Crazy Town.
the article that I got that from, they had her mugshot.
Yeah.
And I was just like, when you got a mugshot
Perfect.
with a article title like that,
Yeah.
yeah, don't try and tell me this is a credible fucking anything, let alone a witness.
Right? Like, it's funny, and then it gets... Once it stops being funny, it's like, this is infuriating, this is a waste of time, this is a waste of money, but there are just enough stupid people in the world who... And the not stupid ones, who are willing to listen to this just because it supports their narrative and pushes it further. And
Oh, they're
the rest of us just want to live our lives.
they're Craigslist ads or something.
Yeah, for real. These are scary cattle calls of the worst kind.
We need to pay somebody, and nobody decent, even
No.
a starving actress, is gonna do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
But on that note, the syncopation in that metal song made the farting really tricky, and one of them may have been lumpy, so I'm going to take off, guys.
All right.
Love
Hey,
you
when you're
guys.
done-
Love you
Hey,
too.
when you're done pooping, come downstairs.
Okay. Do you want me to do it before or after I poop?
Wipe first. Wash your
Poop
hands
down
later.
the stairs.
And on that note, Fat Guy is out of here. Good night.